You should get a Hackintosh one day. Just get a Mac and put some Windows on it. You can run everything.
I was thinking about that, like getting another.
Get a used one though.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting a Mac. Like when I first moved in, I was like, "Hey, babe, do you know where I can find Macs?" And he's like, "Ew, you're not my girlfriend if you like Macs." I was like, "I'm like, babe, I was like, I just you want to use it. I don't get creative." And then he's like, "Oh my god, you heathen!" And I was like,
let me just lay this out for you. Macs are a bitch to repair.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Oh, if you break it, it's broke.
To be so fucking niche with all its components, and I'm sorry, but any IT guy, we don't want to fuck with them. The fact that we have to buy suction cups to open up a Mac computer is
no. No, I know they're bad, but I'm just saying because, like, in graphic arts, when I was in high school, I went to a technical high school, so I learned a trade, and we used Macs more than anything.
Oh,
and
yeah, same.
So what I thought at the time, because I did have a Windows laptop, but I didn't have something like I have now. Like the PC that I have right now, I'm in love with. Like, I'm so anal about it that I don't like have my boyfriend change the fucking case. He's like, I want to change the case, put some new guts in it. I said, no, you keep the case, you put new guts into it. That's the way it's gonna work. And he's like, come on. I'm like, honey, I almost said his real name. I'm like, babe, this shit is great. Like, it has LEDs and shit, and I love it. Like, and it's pink. What's more not to like? And it has Overwatch little decor on it. I gotta get a Diva.
Well, think about it this way: when you have to swap out a new case, you need to think about this. You have to remove the fucking standoff screws, the motherboard. You have to fucking take everything out.
No, I know.
Power supply unit. Nobody wants to fuck with that. If everything's working fine the way it is, you have to pay him to change the case. If you really want that case changed, you're gonna have to pay him. That's
no. Well, he kind of upgrades my computer for free.
Yeah. For like a lot of things, that's real easy. Like
yeah. But I'm saying that at the time when I was very hard on with Max, he was like, "No, you're not getting one. Tough shit." And I was like, "Okay." So then I brought over my little Dell Tower computer.
I have 3.
No, okay, so when I first moved in, I bought all the components, and my ex put it together, and it was my computer for, like, doing art commissions at the time, and video editing, and I was at my mom's house, and I literally had it on a little box. I was on a little box and shit, and she's like, you're not setting up shop here, and I'm like, fine, a movie. So I moved, and I came here, and then as soon as I came here, I was setting up my computer. He's like, what the fuck is that shit? And I was like, oh, it's my computer tower, babe. And he's like, no, that's not it. And he takes it, he starts ripping it apart as soon as this is the day that I move in.
Nope, not anymore.
And I was like, what are you doing to my computer? You're ruining it. Do you know how to fix it? He's like, I have a degree in this. I'm like, how do I know? You never told me this. You're ruining my computer. He's like, oh,
he just takes it and slams it on the ground.
No, he took it and he slammed it on his coffee table that we used to have, and then he just starts ripping all the components out. And he's like, no, I'm gonna put this in. You're gonna get a new hard drive. Nah, this is sad. We're gonna make this nice and beefy. Ooh, that's sexy. I'm like, my computer, you ruined. I'm like standing there in horror. I'm like, what?
All I gotta say, the one thing that he should have done before he was real rough and tough with everything else, he should have checked to make sure that the storage in there, it was like solid state. So if he did slam it, there was no risk of damaging it.
No, he just ripped out the guts, and then he fucked with the guts, and then he threw it back together in another case. He's like, no, I have this gut case. I'm like, where'd you get that case? Oh, I just found it. Here, it's yours. I'm like, okay.
So wait, the only issue was the case.
It wasn't the case. It was the fact that I only had about, it was like less. I think I only had about 8 gigs of RAM.
That's pretty shit for video editing.
And it was like 8 or less. And I only had, no, it was 2. It was 2 or 8. And I only had Psy or Sony Bay. It had to be like 8. It's 8 or less. It was 8 or less. It didn't have a lot of gigabytes on it, or memory and RAM and shit. It was just really, really.
You've named 3 different things that mean different things.
No, well, you guys know what I mean. I'm saying that it didn't have enough memory. It didn't have enough RAM, and basically, it was my first shitty build. And my boyfriend thought, he's like, "How the fuck did you ever function?" And here he
lagged all the time in Second Life.
Well, it wasn't that. I was also on a laptop, and then my laptops kept dying. The only one that survived for like the longest haul was that HP I had. That lasted. Then I loved that computer so much to the point of where the clam came down, the clamshell of it fell off on the back. And then I upgraded to Windows 8. Big mistake.
Yeah, Windows 8 was not a good idea.
Yeah, Windows 8 sucks.
Okay.
I love Windows 10 though.
Windows 10's alright.
It's okay.
It's good. It's like
we all
Windows.
tolerate it. We don't hate
Yeah,
it.
I don't hate. I miss Windows 7, man.
A lot of people do.
And
I miss
XP,
Vista.
XP. Ooh,
People miss. I forget if it's Vista or XP. People really.
I loved XP. XP was the shit. I played fucking so many games on that damn
XP,
computer.
man. Virtual pinball.
Mm-hmm. Virtual pinball. What was the other one?
Pinfall.
Shut up, guys. I'm mentally exhausted, bro.
Okay,
I just-
we should stop this tangent and try to resume.
Oh,
what
I
was
forgot,
going
God,
yeah.
I thought we were just talking.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And I've been recording this whole time, so it'll probably be its own separate video just for the shit of it.
Hi,
Probably.
story time with the gang, with the boys.